Have you ever noticed how, as we get older, certain things seem to just sneak up on us? Maybe it's a bit of fatigue that doesn't go away, or a small ache that grows into something more over time. And you might find yourself asking, why? Do I feel more drained, more sluggish than I used to? Well, you're not alone in wondering this. As we age, our bodies go through changes that are often more subtle than we'd like to admit. Sometimes, we don't even realize what's happening until it's too late. Today, I want to talk to you about something that affects so many of us, yet it often goes unnoticed. It's something that can slowly chip away at our health, often without us even realizing it. It's the thing that kills you silently: chronic stress. Now, I know that stress is a word we've all heard 1,000 times, and it might seem like just part of life. But when stress becomes chronic, when it lingers for months or even years, it can have some pretty serious effects on your body and mind. The worst part, we might not even know it's happening. Let's take a moment to reflect on our daily routines. You wake up, go through your morning rituals. Perhaps you take care of the grandkids, manage the house, or even work on hobbies. But beneath the surface, all those little moments of worry, whether it's about your health, family, or financial worries, build up over time. And before you know it, you're carrying around a weight that's not so easy to put down. Stress might not show up in the same way it did when we were younger. It's not always a racing heart or shortness of breath. As we age, stress often manifests more subtly. Maybe it's trouble sleeping or a feeling of being constantly on edge. Maybe you notice your energy levels have been dropping, or your immune system isn't as strong as it used to be. These are all signs of the silent killer at work. Now, stress is a tricky thing because it's not something we can completely avoid. Life has its ups and downs, and no one's exempt from its challenges. But the way we respond to stress, that's something we do have control over. It's important to understand that while stress is a part of life, chronic stress doesn't have to be. By making small changes, you can take back control over how it affects you. Let's start with something simple: awareness. Just being aware of how stress shows up in your life is a game changer. If you're someone who tends to get lost in your worries or find it hard to unwind, it's time to recognize that. And once you acknowledge the problem, the next step is learning to manage it in healthier ways. One of the easiest ways to begin reducing stress is through something that doesn't require a huge lifestyle change: deep breathing. Yes, it sounds simple, but don't underestimate its power. Breathing exercises help to activate your body's relaxation response, lowering your heart rate and blood pressure. This can help reduce the tension that builds up in your body and give you a sense of calm. And it's not just breathing. The next small change that can make a big difference is movement. Now, I know that getting older means that our bodies might not be as agile as they once were, but that doesn't mean we should stop moving altogether. Simple, gentle exercises like walking or stretching can significantly help with stress. Movement releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain that naturally counteract the effects of stress. You don't have to run marathons or do intense workouts, but just moving your body regularly can have a huge positive impact. But stress doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mind as well. The constant worry can drain you mentally, leaving you feeling foggy and distracted. That's why mental exercises, just like physical ones, are so important. Meditation, for instance, has been shown to help reduce stress levels significantly. You don't have to sit cross-legged for hours on end. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness a day can make a difference. It's all about slowing down the racing thoughts and giving yourself space to breathe. Now that we've talked about stress and its effects, let's move on to another silent killer: poor sleep. It's easy to overlook, but the truth is that sleep problems can seriously undermine your health over time. As we age, our sleep patterns often change. It might be harder to fall asleep, or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. And it's not just about feeling tired the next day. Poor sleep has been linked to a number of health issues, from heart disease to diabetes, and even cognitive decline. So, what can we do about it? First, let's talk about the importance of routine. Having a consistent bedtime and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's internal clock. And try to make your bedroom a sanctuary, a place where you can relax and wind down before bed. This means avoiding screens like your phone or TV right before you sleep. The blue light emitted from devices can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Instead, try reading a book, listening to calming music, or even doing some light stretches to prepare your body for rest. Another key factor is the quality of your sleep environment. Is your mattress comfortable? Are the room temperature and lighting conducive to a restful night? Making small adjustments, like investing in a good pillow or ensuring your room is quiet and dark, can make a big difference in your sleep quality. As we wrap up this first part, I want you to think about this. Our bodies are incredibly resilient, but they need our care. Stress and sleep are two of the most common silent killers that go unnoticed, but they don't have to control your life. Small, simple changes in how we respond to them can lead to profound improvements in our health and well-being. Now that we've covered how stress and sleep impact us, we're going to dive deeper into another area that can quietly affect our health as we age. Stick with me, because the next part will give you even more practical tips to help you feel your best in the years to come. As we continue our journey toward better health and well-being, we can't ignore the impact that our diet and physical activity, or lack thereof, have on our lives. It's easy to get into a comfortable routine as we age, where we don't feel the urgency to maintain the energy levels or the physical strength we had when we were younger. But here's the thing. Just like stress and poor sleep, the way we nourish and move our bodies can silently contribute to a decline in health. Let's start with food. I'm sure you've heard the saying, "You are what you eat." While that might sound a bit cliché, there's a lot of truth in it. As we get older, our metabolism slows down, and the food choices we make can have a profound impact on how we feel. If you're like many people, you might find yourself reaching for comfort, foods or meals that don't quite have the same nutritional punch as they used to. It's easy to grab something quick, like processed snacks or ready-to-eat meals. But these options often lack the nutrients that our bodies need to stay strong and healthy. A poor diet can lead to a variety of health problems, including weight gain, high blood pressure, and even chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. But the good news is that you don't have to completely overhaul your eating habits to make a difference. Small changes, like swapping out processed foods for whole foods, can have a big impact over time. For example, consider adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet. You don't have to turn your meals into a salad bar, but try to aim for a colorful plate. The more variety you can include in your meals, the more nutrients you'll get. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are full of vitamins and minerals that help boost your immune system, keep your bones strong, and even support brain health. Berries, oranges, and other fruits are packed with antioxidants that fight off the damage caused by free radicals, those pesky molecules that can contribute to aging and disease. Another great addition to your diet is healthy fats. I'm talking about things like olive oil, avocados, and nuts. Healthy fats are not only good for your heart, but can also help keep your skin glowing and your brain sharp. Omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in fatty fish like salmon, have been shown to reduce inflammation and support cognitive function, which is especially important as we get older. But it's not just about what we eat, it's also about how we move. I get it. As we age, moving our bodies can feel like more of a chore than a joy. Maybe you don't have the same energy you once did, or perhaps you've been dealing with joint pain or other physical challenges. But here's the thing, being sedentary is one of the biggest silent killers of all. When we stop moving, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and our hearts and lungs don't get the exercise they need to stay strong. Over time, this can lead to a whole host of problems, from arthritis to heart disease to even depression. And again, it's not about doing high-impact workouts or running marathons. It's about incorporating movement into your day in ways that feel doable and comfortable. For you, you might find that a gentle walk is enough to get your blood flowing and your mood lifted. Walking not only helps with cardiovascular health, but can also improve your balance and coordination, reducing the risk of falls. And if you're up for it, consider adding a little strength training to your routine. It doesn't have to be anything intense. Simple exercises with light weights or resistance bands can help keep your muscles strong and improve your flexibility. If lifting weights isn't for you, that's okay too. Yoga or stretching can be just as effective in maintaining muscle health and mobility. The key here is consistency. The more you move, the better your body will feel. And the great thing about it is that movement doesn't have to be a big event. It can be as simple as taking a short walk around the block after dinner or doing some light stretches while watching your favorite TV show. So, as we think about how diet and exercise can impact our health, let's talk a little more about the importance of hydration. Believe it or not, staying hydrated is another often overlooked factor that affects our overall well-being. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at conserving water, and we may not always feel thirsty even when our bodies need hydration. This can lead to dehydration, which can cause everything from fatigue and headaches to confusion and even kidney problems. The solution is simple. Drink more water. Drink. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day, and remember that foods like fruits and vegetables, especially those with high water content, can also contribute to your hydration. Herbal teas are another great option, offering hydration and a little extra relaxation as well. Now, I know that making these changes might feel overwhelming at first, especially if you're not used to thinking about food or exercise in this way. But let me remind you, you don't have to make big changes overnight. Small, steady adjustments can add up to a big improvement in how you feel day to day. It's about setting yourself up for success with choices that support your body and mind, and doing so in a way that's sustainable. To wrap up this section, remember that both diet and movement are foundational to our health. When we take the time to nourish our bodies with good food and incorporate regular movement into our lives, we're not just adding years to our lives, but adding life to our years. And just like with stress and sleep, the sooner we start paying attention to these things, the more we can prevent the silent killers from taking hold. Next, we'll dive into another topic that many people overlook, but it has a significant effect on our health: social connections. Believe it or not, the people we surround ourselves with can play a crucial role in our well-being. Stick with me, because this next part will show you just how much a healthy social life can improve your mental and physical health. We've covered a lot so far: stress, sleep, diet, and exercise. But there's one more silent killer that affects so many of us, especially as we get older. And it's something we don't always talk about as much: loneliness. Yes, loneliness can quietly chip away at your health in ways that might not always be immediately visible, but the effects are far-reaching and significant. You may not realize this, but humans are wired for connection. It's in our nature to seek out relationships, to be part of a community, and to share experiences with others. As we age, though, maintaining those social ties can become more difficult. Maybe friends or family move away, or perhaps the busy schedule of younger generations leaves us feeling disconnected. And in a world where we are more connected than ever through technology, it's paradoxical how easy it is to feel isolated. Loneliness isn't just a feeling of being alone, it's a real health risk. Studies have shown that people who experience chronic loneliness are more likely to suffer from a range of health problems, from heart disease to high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, and even cognitive decline. When we lack meaningful social connections, it can also affect our mental health, leading to increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and stress. So, what can we do about this? The first step is to recognize that you're not alone in feeling lonely. It's something that many seniors experience, and it's not a sign of weakness or failure. But the good news is that there are steps we can take to counteract loneliness and bring more meaningful relationships into our lives. One of the simplest and most effective ways to start is by reconnecting with people you already know. Maybe there's an old friend you haven't talked to in years, or a family member who lives nearby but whom you haven't caught up with in a while. Reach out to them. It doesn't have to be anything grand. Sometimes just a short message or a phone call can start the process of rekindling a friendship or family bond. If you find that your social circle is small, or if family and friends are no longer as available, consider joining a community group or activity. There are so many options available for seniors who want to meet new people and make new connections. Whether it's a local book club, a walking group, or a volunteer organization, these activities can help you build relationships with others who share similar interests. Even something as simple as attending a local event or gathering can open the door to meeting new people. And don't forget about the power of technology. While it might feel overwhelming at first, social media and messaging apps can be an incredible tool for staying connected. You can easily keep in touch with family and friends, no matter where they are in the world. And it doesn't stop there. There are online communities for just about every interest under the sun. Whether you're passionate about gardening, art, or even a particular type of music, you can find groups online that foster connection and conversation. But it's not just about talking to people. It's about the quality of those connections. It's easy to fall into the trap of having hundreds of Facebook friends or followers. But what matters more is the depth of the relationships you build. It's those meaningful, two-way connections that have the most positive impact on your health. So when you do make an effort to connect, try to go beyond the surface level. Have a real conversation. Share a laugh. Share a memory. These moments of genuine connection can help combat loneliness and improve both your mental and physical health. As we've talked about throughout this video, small changes add up. Just like with diet, exercise, and sleep, investing in your social health can make a world of difference. And the best part is, it's never too late to start building meaningful connections. No matter your age, you have the ability to reach out, to engage with others, and to create a circle of support that helps protect you from the silent killer of loneliness. Now, as we wrap up this video, let's revisit the key points we've covered. First, we explored how chronic stress and poor sleep can silently harm your health, and how taking simple steps to manage stress and improve sleep quality can have a profound impact on how you feel. Then we discussed the importance of nutrition, movement, and hydration, and how making small, consistent changes in these areas can lead to better health and more energy. And finally, we touched on the often overlooked danger of loneliness and how social connections play a pivotal role in maintaining both mental and physical well-being. Remember, none of these changes have to be overwhelming. Start small. Take one step today, whether that's taking a walk, calling an old friend, or adding a few more fruits and vegetables to your plate. Every little bit counts, and over time, those small changes will add up to big improvements in your health and happiness. As you move forward, keep in mind that taking care of yourself is not just about avoiding the things that harm you. It's also about actively building habits and connections that nurture your body and soul. Life may have its challenges, but with the right mindset and a little effort, you can thrive at any age. Your best years don't have to be behind you, they can still be ahead. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you've learned today. Have you ever experienced any of the silent killers we discussed? How do you manage stress, sleep, or loneliness in your life? Please share your experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest, happiest life at any age. Here's to living your best life, now and always. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves. Part 4. Embracing aging with confidence and purpose. As we come to the final part of our conversation, I want to leave you with one of the most powerful messages that can help you not just survive, but truly thrive as you age. Aging is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. For so many of us, as the years pass, we may begin to focus on what we've lost, whether it's energy, physical strength, or even the vitality we once had. But here's the thing. While aging does bring challenges, it also brings unique opportunities, and it's up to us to make the most of them. It's easy to get stuck in the idea that aging means slowing down, withdrawing from activities. or even feeling irrelevant. But that mindset can be incredibly limiting. What I want to emphasize is that with every year, you gain wisdom, experience, and perspective that younger people simply can't match. You've lived through different seasons of life, you've overcome obstacles, and you've learned what really matters. That's a gift that only time can give. And it's important to realize that your life is far from over just because you've reached a certain age. Many people find their greatest purpose and joy in the later years of life. Whether it's by pursuing new hobbies, connecting with others, or even finding ways to make a positive impact in your community, there's so much potential left. But to fully embrace that potential, we need to take care of ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. One way to do this is by setting meaningful goals for the future. It doesn't matter how old you are. Having something to work toward gives you a sense of direction, purpose, and fulfillment. These goals don't have to be grand or world-changing. They can be small and personal. Maybe it's learning to play a musical instrument, starting a new garden, writing a memoir, or even just making an effort to travel to new places. The key is to stay curious, to keep challenging yourself, and to nurture a growth mindset. As we grow older, our sense of purpose often shifts. In younger years, our purpose might have been centered around career success, raising children, or achieving personal milestones. But as the years go by, many people find that their purpose becomes more about personal satisfaction and giving back to others. Volunteering, mentoring, or simply being a positive presence in the lives of friends and family can bring a sense of fulfillment that truly enriches your life. But living with purpose isn't just about what you do for others. It's about how you take care of yourself too. If you want to live with purpose, it's crucial to prioritize your own well-being. We've talked about the physical changes that occur as we age, but there's also the mental and emotional aspect to consider. Staying engaged with the world around you, continuing to learn, and cultivating a positive mindset are all essential for long-term happiness. And let's not forget about the power of gratitude. Research has shown that people who practice gratitude regularly tend to be happier and healthier. It's easy to get bogged down by the challenges of life, but taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can shift your perspective. Gratitude helps you focus on the positives in your life and fosters a sense of contentment, even in the face of hardship. Sometimes the simplest actions can have the biggest impact. For instance, consider starting a daily gratitude practice. Each morning, take a few moments to think about what you're grateful for, whether it's something as small as a good cup of coffee or as meaningful as your family's support. These small shifts in mindset can have a ripple effect, helping you feel more optimistic and at peace. As you move forward, I want you to remember that aging is not a downhill journey. It's an opportunity for growth, reinvention, and deeper connection. Every day is a chance to live with intention, to embrace your wisdom, and to enjoy the present moment. There's something powerful about embracing the aging process with confidence. Instead of focusing on what we no longer have, let's focus on what we still have: our potential, our ability to adapt, and our capacity to love and be loved. Age is not a limit. It's a gateway to a new chapter of life. I encourage you to think about the possibilities ahead. What are the things you've always wanted to do but haven't gotten around to? What's something small you could change today to improve your well-being tomorrow? Remember, it's never too late to make a positive change in your life. No matter your age, you've already experienced so much and there's so much more ahead. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope you've gained some valuable insights into how to live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more content that can help you thrive at every stage of life. I'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments. What are some of the ways you stay healthy and connected? Let's continue this conversation and support one another. Here's to embracing the beauty of aging with grace and purpose. May the years ahead be filled with health, joy, and fulfillment. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourself, because you deserve it.